How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the stream. How you guys doing today, man? What up, what up? How are we doing? We've got some grinding to do today, man. We've got to get up the rank ladder. I think we're like 1,000 right now, but we're trying to get to top 500 today. That's the goal. We're going to be playing some of the Naya list that I put together for like, what, 4 or 5 videos ago. It's been pretty cool. It's been really good. It's been kind of my go-to rank deck whenever I'm struggling or anything. So I just want to take it on the ladder, see how far we can push it today. So we'll see how that goes. If you guys want to see the list before we get started, I'll go ahead and pull it up and then we can take a look at it. Oh yeah, it's down here. I took it off my favorites. Here it is. Perfect. What do we got here today, though? We got Steve-O, Steven, Choco, Sean, Nick, Ricardo, Danny, Jack, Anubis, Aerocon, Zentetsuken. How's it going? What is up, guys? How you guys doing? Glad I finally got to catch a live. I'm always busy when the streams, but love watching his videos. Thank you so much, Danny. I'm glad you're here. I appreciate you for making it. I get that comment quite a bit, so I'm glad whenever you guys are able to make it, man. It means a lot to me. Jens, what's going on? Also, our names are back. Yeah, I know. That's it's been a thing now for a couple of days. It's been nice. It's been very, very nice. I think they probably got a lot of negative feedback on that one. Not enough rares to fully craft this deck, but tempted to try a variation of it. Well, let's see how I do today with it, and you can make your decision then. I got hard stuck in plat with this deck, unfortunately. That's unfortunate, man. I'm sorry. What's going on, Crafting Gamer? How you doing? All right, guys. I don't see why we don't just jump right into it today, man. I'm kind of itching and chomping at the bit here to get some grinding done. So just finished my night shift from the Netherlands. Glad to see the stream is live. Best of luck today. Hey, Nick, shout out to Netherlands. Thank you for being here, man. Appreciate you. That's awesome, man. Let's put this one on my favorites too, so it's easier to see. Alrighty, let's go. I'm almost at gold using the mono white gain deck. It's a very good deck list for best of one. That's a very good deck list to use. All right, we got a pretty good starting hand here. It has no 1 or 2 ramp, so might get a little bit weird, and we're going second, but you know what? I think it's okay. Usually if I'm going second, I'd like to have my elf or my wolf to kind of kick us off to get us going. So yeah, especially now that we're going against life gain like we just discussed, it's a very good deck that's very fast. I do have the Halana though, which can block up tall here. Can we get to it though before it's too late? Oh, that's a card. That is a card. Is it a card I'm willing to play right now? I think so. I think so. Yeah, I'll take the Essence Channeler. That'll buy me a lot of time. Who's the life gain deck now, pal? Fenrir. And then the Halana. Okay, they got another Channeler down. That's tough. Now you want to come down. Bad timing, my friend. Bad timing. Let's go grab another green source. And then Halana comes down and we start wreaking havoc because it's going to get the 1/1 counter off of the Fenrir. We can pump the Zac Fair and we'll be good to go to block in the air. I see that that Moonlit Meditation synth deck. Have you been trying out Starfield Vocalist at all? I haven't, but I think you're going to really like that deck list. I'm fairly certain it's going to be tomorrow's video. I've played a couple of games with it, performed pretty well with it. So I think we're going to be locked in for tomorrow's video with that one. All right, here we go. Halana, come on down. Counters go here. Get in and gain the 5. All right, now keep in mind Zac Fair will be a target for the Sheltered by Ghost because it has the Sheltered by Ghost on it. They want their Channeler back. If they get a 4th land drop, it could be problematic. But now that they didn't do it on this turn, what that gives me is an opportunity here to now sacrifice it if I need to. Oh, wow. They're going with the Hawk. They don't realize. They do realize. Okay. But it gives me an opportunity to sack it and pass its counters off, which is going to be really solid if they do end up getting a sheltered by ghosts. This doesn't even draw me a card next turn, so we might as well block. Kind of a waste of space at the moment. All right, here we go. We're going to go with this. We're going to start our combat step, put the counters here. No attacks, and then we play this, which can also get some counters, or we can get another chump blocker here. I think we go for the chump blocker. All right, we're competing, man. We're competing. Banishing Light. There goes the Halana. That's fine. We'll get a much bigger Halana next turn. Oh, okay. I thought the Halana was scarier, but apparently not. You'll never get your flyers in that way. There's a world where I'm like, really want to sacrifice the Zakfair to maybe get him with a little combat trick on the block, but sending in the Linden is crazy, right? That's pretty crazy. What are they thinking? They've got to have a way to give indestructibility, maybe? Yeah, maybe this is that one card that gives indestructibility and it's modal. I don't know. We take you out because you can descend. We take you out and gain some life. We chump you guys, right? Okay. We go up by 5 here. No indestructibility. Okay. Kind of strange, but it's all good. Let's go ahead and grab a land. We're gonna chump block, right? So let's just put the counters here again and just keep on swinging through. I just don't know if we can win this still, though, unless we get like a cage or something. Even a cage might be a little too late because I can't really afford to keep blocking and losing bodies here. We might have to let some of this stuff start slipping through. Do we let some of this get through? We might. Because I'm gaining so much life every turn. I think I could start leaving these alone. Because let's just say I block with both of these, right? And I get a cage. I won't be able to activate the cage's ability. Perfect. All right. Let's go. Now we're cooking. Yes, you go off first. Haha, now we're cooking. Are you dead? You block here. And then you take, what? 8, 16. Oh, you're dead. Oh, you're dead. Oh, you're dead. Oh, man, let's go. Hey, Boros, Siege Mardu mode totally slipped my mind. I was looking for the second half of Caretaker's Talent Draw Engine, but I missed it. Thanks for featuring it recently. Playing with it a tons now. Boros Siege Mardu mode. Boros Siege Mardu mode. Which one is that? That one's, yeah, that's the Boros Siege. I know what you're saying. Mardu mode. Oh, to do the double attack steps. I got you. Draw engine. Hold on. I got to see what you're talking about. Which one did I do recently that had that? This one, Mardu mode? Or are you talking about something else? Yeah, you're talking about this one where you can attack trigger twice. How's that help with your draws, though, I guess is what I'm wondering. Half of Caretaker's Talent's draw engine, but I missed it. Thanks for featuring it in recent. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Cryo, but I just make tokens mode. Oh, I see. You're saying the Jeskai mode of it to create the 1/1 goblin. Gotcha, and that will trigger your Caretaker's Talent. Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. Well, I'm glad I can help. I do love doing that combo quite a bit. I do like that quite a bit. Pack, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate that. Welcome to the team. Sorry for the confusion. I wasn't sure what your message meant. I wanted to make sure I replied properly. I'm almost at gold using the mono white life game. Oh yeah, we read that one. I've seen the Moonlit Meditation. Yeah, we read that. 2 days in a row of getting to watch Swayze live, and football is back. Could this week get any better? Maybe. I mean, if we get our video done early tomorrow, we might stream again. Hi, Swayze in chat. Hope you're all doing well. I'm doing good, Nathaniel. Good to see you. I've been thinking of the dual sun technique. Gives double strike, draws if 1/1 counters is present. And the cage. Okay. Swayze, been watching your videos lately. Loving the vibes, man. Keep it up. Appreciate that. Hashtag Mardu Bob. Quick maths. Yeah, quick maths. That's about as quick as I can get there, which is not very quick. All right, probably like 2 more wins. We might be pretty close to our goal here today. Yo, Mob and Swayze. Yeah. Thought it was Mardu Mob on the brain, I guess. That's fine. Mardu is the better color scheme, I'll tell you that much. All right, here we go, guys. We've got a lot of ramp this time, and I'm going first. Can't pass that up. Can't pass that up. Could we hit top 100 today, guys? I don't want to jump the gun, but can we hit top 100? The mob will get you next week. We'll see about that. We'll see about that one. Interesting choice to sack the goblin immediately. Interesting choice, my friend. We got another goblin. Okay, this is going to be extremely helpful, I would imagine. I would imagine, right? What's going on over here? Mark, are you kidding me? Mark with the 10 gifted memberships, dude. Brother, thank you so much for the 10. Unreal, dude. Dude, shout out to Mark in the chat for that. Please, guys, please show some love in the chat to Mark, because that is a lot of gifted memberships, and we just started. Are you kidding me, man? Let's go 1-1 counter here. Dude, Mark, thank you, man. Seriously, thank you so much. You guys, man, you're amazing. You're amazing. Seriously, thank you. I'm super appreciative of that. I really do. I'm very, very appreciative of that. That is a lot. Never ceases to amaze me, man. All right, we can't block that. That's got menace. The alert keeps going off, and it's just like, man, you guys are incredible. All right, well, we've got indestructibility now too. I mean, this game's pretty much over, right? It sure seems like it. I have no reason to leave anything back here. They're thinking very hard about how they can deal with that, but it's got Ward 4, so the answer is you can't. And even if you did get past the Ward 4, I've got indestructibility off Zach Fair for 1, so. Okay, you can stop me from gaining life. That's true. That's an option. That could actually be really game-changing if they do that, because then I can't really attack until I get wide enough. Yeah, they did in fact do it. Okay. Well played, sir. Well played. Nemesis is, in fact, my nemesis. Ooh, not attacking, though. Not attacking. I guess let's go here. Put some more 1-1 counters on this guy. No attacks. And then what we'll do is we'll do the cage next turn and hopefully hit something like Ouroboros. All right, that can deal... How much damage? Just the 1, right? Yeah, just the 1. Ooh, what if I hit in a Nim, actually? A Nim would be the best. Why are we attacking with this? Gets 1-0 until end of turn if they pay 2. So this can go up to 3 power with double strike. 3 power with double strike. So 6 damage. I guess we'll take it. I don't really care. Don't really care. Love to the mob and the best creator around. Well, Mark, I appreciate the love, man. I really, really do. What's going on, Andrew? What up, brother? Okay. What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? Ouroboros. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, I really don't know how they're gonna beat this. I was really shocked that they were able to pull out the Nemesis with burn there. So I don't know how they're going to beat this, but they did get us last time. I am going to create one spirit token because, again, I need to go wide enough that we have a shot at closing the game out, because if they block with the Nemesis and throw, like, let's say 15 at my face, that's going to be game ending for me. So I'm going to have to create at least one body. We'll give them the counter, or board the counter, so on the second one. And next turn, we should be able to close it out. No attacks. Seems good to me, man. Now they have no attacks with the burnout. No burnout attacks, guys. I think they drew something not very helpful, apparently. What's going on, Dylan? How you doing, man? I played this deck against calendars today, and I got controlled until it was too late. Against calendar? So wait, was it the calendar build that we put together recently? Because that'd be hilarious. So you played against the calendars deck that I made with the with this deck that I made? That'd be kind of funny. That would be really funny, actually. I don't want to presume that it was my calendar deck, but I don't know a whole lot of people playing calendar these days. Let's start creating some more bodies. Not that I think it matters. Okay, so how many attackers do we have going in here? Because, I mean, what's the worst case scenario? That they have, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, 2 of these are getting through. There's quite literally nothing I can think of in red that could change the outcome of this attack. Even if they burn their own Nemesis with, let's say, I don't know, the 5 damage. What's that card called? Fury? That's probably the best thing they can do. All right, 1 to the face. Why am I nervous? Like, I literally have no reason to be nervous here. Why am I nervous? Okay. Okay, we got him. Violent Urge? Yeah. I'm Swayze and I approve this message. Let's go! 700. 700. It was my calendar build? That's too funny, man. That's too funny. Nice to catch you live. What's going on, Jonas? What's up, brother? If you had put that counter on sack, you could have gone in for the win. Oh, did I miss lethal there somewhere? That's possible. Could you give first strike to your creatures? Can they give first strike to their creatures? Are you saying? Oh, that would have been bad if they gave Nemesis first strike. Can you imagine? But the way it still would have taken damage on the second attack step. No, that still wouldn't have worked out. I see where your mind was going, I think, though. They give first strike to your creature and hit you. Oh, to my creature. I see what you're saying. They give first strike to my creature. That would be crazy. Is there a card that exists that does that? Giving an opponent's creature first strike? That'd be wild. That would be the ultimate combat trick I think I would ever see. I am playing a red-green deck that is similar to your concept. Is adding white or any third color worth it? Cage. Yeah, good answer. Good answer. Cage in this deck is quite literally the best card. It's the best card in the entire deck. So yes, I would say yes. And Sheltered by Ghosts is quite literally the best removal spell in Standard. So I would say yes, white for sure. If you're gonna cut any color, I'd go for red first before I'd go for white. But even then, the Anim and the Halana, yes, those are overkill spicy cards, but like sometimes Halana, man, like you guys saw it against the life gain deck, some of these flyers, you got to keep them in check with these reach creatures. I tried to make a Pure Nation deck, but it was very clunky. Violent Urge can give first strike to any target creature. So yeah. Oh, that's the card you were talking about. Okay. That's what Violent Urge does. Gotcha. All right, we're in for an attack here. They took the Shelter by Ghosts. I mean, they kind of had to. Or a Borate, I would imagine, is going to get the removal treatment here on this next turn. Yo, love your videos. I never get to see you stream. That's because I'm not live enough. I really should be live a lot more. So thank you for being here. I do appreciate it. Okay, sounds logical. Thank you for answering. Of course, of course. Man, they got my Ouroboros down. Man down. Sheltered by Ghost probably, so I can get back my stuff. But I need one more creature here for this to work out. Here's the thing. I think we just send in Zakfair, and the reason being is because I want to be able to pass off the indestructibility to the Hound if I need to. No, because if the Hound dies, I've got two more. I kind of need an excuse to play another Hound, right? So I guess we send in both. But I also want mana open for the cage. That's kind of where I was getting at there. Should probably put a counter on the Hound here instead of the Zakfair, even though I'd rather go Zakfair. But if I get two creatures with 2 power, it's just going to make it more difficult to actually get the cage to trigger its hideaway. Oh my god, guys, I have this really bad habit of like sitting on my foot. Like I have one leg underneath me and I sit on it. It's a really bad habit I have. And I think I'm literally deteriorating my Achilles tendon because every time I put my foot back down, lately my Achilles tendon is just throbbing. Alrighty, no attack. Well, I guess I might be able to combat trick them a little bit. Yeah, they see the cage. They're not falling for my little shenanigans. Nice try, they said. Man, getting 3 of these in the hand was pretty brutal. That was like my opening draw was a second or a third one of these, right? Pretty brutal. I have the same situation on Foot Habit. I don't know what it is, man. I cannot stop myself from like alternating feet and just sitting on them. Like I have to constantly have one foot bent underneath me. It's weird. Well, there goes any chance of getting the Sheltered by Ghosts and getting this back. So what do we want to top deck? Ouroboros, Halana? I mean, I'll take either one. A Nim would be pretty good too here. A lot of outs. I mean, I got a ton of outs. If I get lucky and just top deck a Sheltered straight up too, that's pretty good. Or how about this? 3 Hounds and a lot more land. Because that's what we wanted. Guess we're playing defense. Oh man, I stand all the time. I worked a 12-hour shift today and I'm standing on my standing at my standing desk. Yeah, I need to use mine more often, really. I gotta use, well, the problem with my standing desk is I kind of have to like stand back from the camera or like kind of hunch a little bit because the height of the camera and my desk, if my desk was better and it went up like, I don't know, 3 more inches, 4 more inches, it'd be way better. But unfortunately it only goes to a certain height and I'm too tall and my head goes out of the camera frame, so it makes standing a little difficult. This is so annoying because the opponent's gonna, play that card where I'm gonna have to sacrifice my Zakfair, and I can't in response sacrifice it to give the counters here because then I just lose the Torval. Super frustrating. We're getting cooked right now, guys. We're getting very unlucky. I mean, can the Shuffler give me a single card I haven't seen yet? It'd be very nice. Our starting hand was our finishing hand. That's crazy. Lands and dupe legendaries. Oof, yeah, no kidding. That was quite literally the worst possible top decking I've ever seen. What we got going on here? Sorry I'm late. Hope we're having fun. We are, Brendan. How you doing today, brother? I've been running this deck also. It's a lot of fun. I had to put a couple of get lost in through the extra removal. That's fair. Well, it's good to know that I'm not the only one who does that weird foot thing. I got out to go to the kitchen today, get some food for lunch, and I stood up and I'm like limping, and I'm like, jeez, man, wasn't even paying attention. I was destroying my leg. If you decide to go with Twitch, encourage your mob Prime members to give you their free Twitch Prime membership. I hope I'm still affiliated on Twitch, man. I used to be. I was like, I just got the threshold on Twitch when we stopped streaming over there. I'm gonna have to redo my name too, because I think it's my old name, Hatrick Swayze. This hand is definitely good enough if I can get to the Fenrir without my elf being engaged with on turn 1. That's my typical game. Yeah, that's fair. 3 starting towns, 3 hounds. Yeah, wild. Wild. Hey, shout out Santan Valley. What up, brother? All right, make sure we get that 3rd land drop just in case, because if I were to say, let's play the Grove on that turn to be aggressive, we might miss a 3rd land drop and lose the elf to a burn spell, and then we're kind of out of luck. Kind of hope we get another land here so we can go here and here. Or that's pretty spicy. I think that's going to avoid a lot of the burn here too, because they're only going to have 3 mana to work with, and we're getting an extra counter on the entry, so 6 toughness. Yeah, we should be good. Unless it's Get Lost. Get Lost is a card. Get Lost is a card. It's not your typical burn, man. We're seeing an Overlord here, which is pretty unique. Oh, they block. I'm actually kind of glad they blocked there. It gives me my Sheltered by Ghost for something more nefarious down the line. Oh, we're Naya as well. Oh, I see. Yuna. I haven't seen this in a while. My favorite deck of yours? Oh, this one here. I'm glad you like it, man. Yeah, this one seems to be pretty popular. People are digging it. If we do this, I can also do the cage. I mean, either one is pretty solid, but I think we have to go Ouroboros here, right? Bam! Let's go. Okay, so please no sweeper, no Day of Judgment, please. Pretty please, I'm begging you. Okay, good. Got a little nervous there, guys, can't lie. I know a lot about bad hands, Omni player, and all having 4 Omnis and Extinguisher Battleship and starting hand. Yeah, it's funny too because when I go against Omniscience, they never have that issue. But yo, what's good, Swayze? Long time watcher, but first time catching the stream. Well, welcome in, man. Welcome to the stream for the first time. Appreciate you stopping by. Hey, can I just take one more second again? Just one more second and just thank Mark one more time for the 10 gifted earlier. I really appreciate that, brother. I just don't feel like saying thank you a few times is like enough. Like that's like a really big deal. So thanks. Love your channel, bro. Appreciate you. Will you be attending the SCG Portland in January 26th? I don't think so. I don't have any plans to. Maybe things could change for sure. Out of all removals to get hit by, Get Lost is one that I accept though. My counter stack welcomes the map tokens. That's fair too. That's fair too. Map tokens are very helpful with this build. Hit him so hard, the feed froze. Yeah, so I was wondering if I have thought about doing a Seer Von Dam Sunstar exemplar version of your Sacrifice Life Gain deck. Just built a commander combining Void, Mobilize, Sacrifice mechanics. That's pretty interesting. I haven't done like an Orzhov Sacrifice in a little while. We did just do mono black, so I probably won't, but I have been working on a mobilized version of like Boros tokens that have been going around, the old Boros tokens that's getting popularized again. And it's been okay. Not a big fan of the deck, but it's been okay. Not a whole lot of sacrifice stuff going on in it though, because we are running Zergo, which is kind of trying to avoid sacrificing the tokens. Let's do Torgal into Zakfair, because Zakfair is going to get the extra counter. Might be worth getting that down now. I really want to make this deck, but the 4 mythic wild cards on Cage are giving me pause, but surely Cage will be good in other decks in the future too, I'm guessing. I've actually been using Cage in a lot of builds. I think there's places for it outside of this deck for sure. I don't want to pressure you into crafting it though. Don't let my bias push that on you. Crafting card or your wild cards is a big deal. On the other hand, I sometimes drop Omni in turn 3. Counterbacks to the hand, bad hands. Yeah. I know what you mean, man. It's the shuffler and stuff can be pretty rough sometimes. Okay, so the opponent did shoot the sheriff. Okay, so now I've got indestructibility though that I can pass off to the grove here. We should be good. Start going wide maybe, creating some tokens. All right, shoot the sheriff. They're pretty quick on trying to get rid of that. All right, we're gonna create the token. Let's get a red source. Get in for 5. All right, they should have a little bit difficulty trying to get rid of multiple creatures. They typically like to thrive in spot removal, mono black does. But if they do get rid of the grove here, yeah, that's pretty tough. Dang, that would have been really nice to have. 1 turn sooner, maybe. Darn it. Which one would I rather grab here? Probably the Halana. A Nim is just a really good card that I would like to draw. All right, that I'd like to get underneath here, but I don't know. And without like the Halana or the Ouroborid, it's not as good. All right, ideally drawing an extra card here off of the Fenrir would be nice. Sweet. Sweet, we got him. Top 600. I think one more win and we break our record again. Sir Von Dam. Yeah, Sir Von Dam's a really good card. I've been running the Mobilized Mardu deck. That got me quick to diamond. Really, here's my version of it so far. And again, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it's not very good, but I've been trying it. I call it Mini Mardu. Yeah, this is the one. I don't know why it's not working so well, because it's essentially the exact same build as the Boros build that's been going around. The only issue is when running Mardu, I feel like you kind of have to have a lot of these pain lands out here because I guess you could have different. I think what it was is Mardu doesn't have a lot of the fast lands. I think Boros does, but the other colors didn't have any fast lands. So we kind of had to rely on Verges, which means you kind of have to rely on these 2 damage shock lands. And I think that really gets me going in a bad route a lot of the times, and I end up losing a game by a turn or 2. But also sweepers are a nightmare. Sweepers are a complete nightmare. I seem to run into that a lot when playing this deck. I don't know. I can post mine on Discord if you like. Yeah, if you don't mind, I'll take a look at yours and kind of compare notes. Sorry I beat your Mini Mardu deck, but I'm not sorry on how I did it. Wait, you played against me when I was running that? I can't remember. I've been doing a Landfall Dragonback Assault and doubling season with Dragon Storms and Starfield Vocalist. Are you the one that was recommending Starfield Vocalist earlier too? Someone's been recommending that quite a bit. Unfortunately, I didn't find much success in Diamond. Gotcha. Oh yeah, it can get really expensive, Snowbird, for sure. Brody, what's going on, sir? How you doing? Apologies on the late arrival. All these live streams got me mixed up. No problem, man. No problem. I know I'm confusing everybody. I was just telling everybody I may try to do it again tomorrow if I get my video done early enough. We'll see. Versus mob with geared. Hello from Chile. What's going on? Shout out Chile. Am I the only one concerned with the camera? The camera? What's wrong with the camera? All right, now I'm stressed out about the camera. You're gonna have to enlighten me on that one. I have Vocalist in my Shiko deck with Meringue. It comes in clutch and late game. Well, gotta go. Bye. Hey, no problem, Pedman. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. Oh, camera from Spider-Man. Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. I don't remember that one. If I did read it, I don't think I've read that one yet, though. Is it really good or really bad? That was me talking about Vocalist? Yeah, that's right. Okay, I was going to say, someone was bringing it up quite a bit. I just put together a standard version of the deck and made it historic. It was so much fun. Missed yesterday's random stream? No worries, man. Just watched it this morning. How are things going today? A lot better. We are 600 right now. 600. I think after this one, I'm back into the fives. Let's see. This one looks really good, and I'm going first. Can't argue that. Meringue Volk. Yeah. You guys like that combo? All right, it's mono red. I may be able to get... If I can get the Ouroboros down this next turn without my Hound being messed with, we can get a big lead going here. It looks like it's going to get blown up, though. Oh, it's not. It's not. Hold on. Hold on. Did we GG him already? This could be solid, man. This could be really solid. 5 generous plunderers to your face. What deck is this? This is going to be the Naya deck that we posted probably like 3 days ago. It has the exact same thumbnail that I used for today's stream. Man, that's so annoying. That's super annoying. Maybe I can Sheltered by Ghosts it. Check this out. We're going to go... Zac Fair. And then Cage is going to find me a Sheltered. Watch. I'm just going to put faith in the Cage. Sometimes you got to put faith in the Cage, man. Nope. And I just realized that Zac Fair gets the extra counter, which means I couldn't even do the Cage if I wanted to, because all of these are such different, they're all equal powers pretty much. All right. Oh well. No attacks. A Nim is really, really solid though, because a Nim can go wide enough that we can get around the Nemesis and be in really good shape. Does this double the power of things? Oh god, that's insane. All right. Another Cage is good. It's very good. Come on, please, Cage. If I go with another Cage, I gotta put a counter here, or no, here and here. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, let's do this. Come on, Sheltered. No! Oh, man. Oh, brother. This is bad. So would we rather have the Anim then? Maybe. Maybe. If I get the Anim though... God, I don't know what to do. I don't think that's going to be enough to close the game out. I guess I go with Halana then for now. Oh, I can get both. I didn't realize. 7, 6. Oh, yeah, we do get both. I didn't even realize. Hold on. This could work out then, maybe. This could work out then, maybe. Let's see. Ooh, wait. I may have to give this haste, though. If I give it haste. What's more important? Giving this 2 counters or giving this haste? If I give this haste, that's another body going through. That's... Yeah, I think we got to give this haste. Okay, so that's going to be... Let's just say they block here, here, and here. And then there's only going to be 11, 12 of these getting through. Yeah, that's not enough, unfortunately. I don't think we can survive another turn, though. I really needed the Cage to find me a Sheltered by Ghosts. I really needed that Sheltered so bad. That was super unlucky. Okay, I can block in the air here, but that's 4 damage to a creature. Or no, yeah, that's 4 damage to a creature. It doesn't really matter. Oh, it's only 1. I thought it was the O'Hare's power, but apparently not. Oh, that deals 4, though. Boom. That deals 4. We block it. Another 4 here. and then we win, right? We should win. All right, we should absolutely win. That was nerve-wracking. All right, so in case you guys were ever wondering why I have my stack showing like this, it's for a reason. It's because they try to put the little Ouroborid off first. You really have to drag it to the back here in order to get the maximized amount of damage here. All right, so we're gonna put the counters on the big guy, and then the big guy goes off first, and then the little guy goes off. Perfect. And now we swing through with a lot of damage. A cool little 65 on the side here. A cool little 65 on the side here. Oh wait, the first strike from Halana. I should have not. Oh, thank God they didn't see it. Thank God they didn't see it. Thank God they didn't see it. Oh my God. I should not have attacked with Halana. They definitely won that game. Oh my God. Oh my God, I caught it at the last second. That was so scary. They didn't realize though. They didn't realize. Ooh, dodged the bullet on that one. Okay, note to self, swing with everything but Halana next time. You still win the game. Oh, that was just me just being overzealous and full sending there, guys. That was bad. Oh my gosh, not punished. Yeah, should have been punished hard. Bro, we literally just that's like my worst quality is my memory. We just had this conversation and I make the mistake immediately. It's crazy. That's crazy. Won't Nemesis kill you if it blocks? Yes, Nemesis absolutely would have killed if it blocked. Only if I had first strike going through though. If I didn't have Halana going through, they still would have died because the damage resolves at the same time. They would have died, and well, they would have died on the damage. Then they would have been able to redirect the damage. So yes, the first strike attacker was very dumb. He's done it. No. I'm reading the chat now. I try not to read the chat a whole lot because I like to try to think my plays through. But yeah, I probably should have read the chat on that one. That's so funny. That's so funny. Dude, how funny would it have been if they just blocked the Halana there? I deserve it. I deserve it, but that would have been double embarrassing. How did you adjust the stack? So if you go to your settings right here, go to gameplay right here, just unclick this. But yeah, if you don't adjust the stack, that's a really big deal. If you don't adjust the stack in this deck, if you get 2 Ouroboros down, it'll trigger the small one first and give everything 1 counter, and then the big one that has like, let's say 50 power will go off. Instead, if you move them around, the 50 will go off and that little one now becomes 50 and then hits again for another 50. So you're like, you definitely want to go for the little guy going in the back. And I don't know why it is, but the stack always puts it first. So you have to like move it. And there's usually a third thing on the stack going off. So it's usually in the middle and you want to move it back. But bro, I'm literally like, am I dumb? No, I rushed that. I 100% rushed that. I almost got smacked for it too. All right, we're here, guys. We're here. Any trample in a deck to give? I did have the heirloom in the deck for a little while. I had 2 of them, and it did come in handy a couple of times for the trample, but it wasn't justifiable for me to miss things that I would rather draw into. I do have 4 hounds, which is kind of crazy, but the hound I feel like is super good, and if I don't get it during a game, it really does hurt. So, all right, guys, this is officially the highest rank I've been off of an error, believe it or not. We wouldn't have it any other way. I'm glad I can provide the entertainment. I'm glad we can at least provide a little entertainment for you guys. Oh man, the realization on that was crazy, because I was just like, oh, what a great win, and then the realization hitting me was just like, oh my god, what did I do? All right, we're going here. Let's get a 1/1 counter on that, and then let's do this. All right, what do we get? The opponent could have Star Cage, which could be really, really bad. All right, well, that was a pretty bad cage. Of course, I get the Sheltered by Ghosts when I really don't want it, and then I get the big stuff when I don't want it. That's how it goes. Synthesizer. All right. Alrighty, what do we do with this, guys? What do we do? Sheltered by ghosts or Ouroborid? I feel like Ouroborid next turn, because what I could do is I could play this and get the Ouroborid much bigger and probably close the game out. So yeah, let's do the Warden of the Grove. Let's put some 1/1 counters on it. Let's do this. I guess I should have done this first. Well, no. Yeah, I probably should have done this first, because this would have got one more counter as well. Mistake. Alrighty. Get in for 6. And then this has Ward 2, which avoids any sort of snaring effect. A cage would be pretty sad. Okay, or they're running Day of Judgment, which is super unlikely for this kind of deck. But okay, they had it. They had a... Oh, goodness gracious me. I was not expecting that. And we can't seem to hit a land drop, so this one's over. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, man. With no trample and the fact that they're going to get a pretty wide spread of tokens here, we're not going to be able to get through their defenses, I don't think, moving forward. That was a crazy Day of Judgment, man. I know I see it sometimes in these builds. Like, I do see Day of Judgment in Simulacrum builds sometimes, but it's super rare. They usually lean on the cage, and that's it. Flash in something. Oh. Yeah, very unorthodox version of the list. I mean, maybe we can get so big that they're going to be forced to block every single turn and we can keep their field thinned out, but I doubt it. They just need to hit a couple more artifacts here and it's just going to get out of control really fast. I will let this attack get through, though, and a snare. Yeah, that'll do it. That's tough. That's tough. We had him the following turn after that judgment, too. That's unfortunate. Just showed up immediately to see Swayze make a bad play. Never changed. How do you adjust the stack? Oh, yeah, we talked about that. Yeah, we talked about the trample. Many decks like Ouroborid and Arabella, you want to make sure the order of those triggers and stat. Yeah, that's very true. That deck is fire, but room for mistakes. Yep. Wait, doesn't either way it equal out because it's additive, not multi? What? Oh, no, it's still... No, it's not the same because, again, like I said, the way I explained it, so if the smaller one goes off and it's only 1 power, everything's going to get just 1 additional counter, right? And let's say your other Ouroborid had like 10 counters on it. So it's now going to 11. And then that 11 is going to go off for everything else, giving you a total of 12. But if the 11 goes off first, the other Ouroborid is now 10 power, and it's going to go off for another 10. So it's much better to trigger it the other way. Unless I'm wrong, I mean, I'm more than open to that. Also, congrats on the rank. Thanks, man. I've been having a lot of fun, man. I know I've been harping on the rank stuff a lot, which is pretty funny because I know there's a lot of people in much better positions than top 700. But I don't usually try to go hard on the rank, so it's kind of fun. It's new for me, and I'm channeling my inner competitive side, which I've always had. How do you know which Ouroborid is which in the triggers if there's any tool tips? So it's always gonna put the little one first. I don't know why. Maybe it's not always the little one, but it's always, I think, the most recent Ouroborid that came in is going to trigger first, and that's like 90% of the time going to be the smaller one. I'm pretty sure that's how they decide on which one goes first. Sorry I'm late. No worries, John. Yeah, you always want the bigger one to go first. Correct. What did I replace the heirlooms with? Just more of the same stuff that was already in the deck. I just added more 4-ofs. Like there were only 3 hounds, I think, and there was only there was something else that was a 3 of, and I just put them back into the deck as a full 4. The heirloom wasn't in the original build either. I only added it later. What's up, Whitney? 2 of them, 1 of the 2 counters. Oh, you're doing the math. Yeah. Also, you hover the mouse over the Ouroboros highlights. No, when it's on a stack, I don't think it does do that. Because I tried that one time and I had to take a leap of faith because it wasn't actually showing me which one. Like if you hover here, it'll show you if it's on this stack, but it won't show you if it's on that little middle screen where you're trying to order the stack. It's very weird, man. It's a bit of an issue if you ask me. UI could be better to show you which creature is which. Yeah, very true. Watch all your videos. Thank you, Alan. I appreciate that. Thanks for watching, man. Really appreciate you for that. Let's see. What do I do here, guys? Do I try to take care of the Tifa by maybe getting a Sheltered by Ghost off of this, or do I just go for the Anim right away? I mean, worst case scenario, if we don't get a Sheltered by Ghost, we probably find an Ouroboros, so it's a good consolation prize to not getting the Anim down this turn. I guess let's see what the cage brings us. Please don't whiff. Okay, not a complete whiff, like I said. Good consolation prize on the Ouroboros. Let's get this to 4. Ouroboros down. Let's put the counters onto the Ouroboros. And then the rest of the field. And they are forced to make a block, I think, on... Yeah, this has haste now, too. Perfect. I always forget that Halana gives the Ouroboros haste right when it enters, so that's GG's. I always forget about that. I don't know why. I know it's gonna give it haste when I cast a creature, but I always forget the cage comes in at like same thing. I don't know why my brain doesn't register that. Do you play on Twitch too? I do not, but I will be soon. I promise. When I get some time, probably this weekend, I'll set it back up. I have a Twitch account, and I've been getting asked a lot to do that, so I will definitely get that done. Hopefully by the weekend. I really need to clean my front yard by the weekend. Before HOA says something, because I've been letting that thing go a little bit too far. We got a big old tree and I usually leaf blow it out there, and I've been a little bit busy these days. You have a first striker, one does trample, or does trample matter at that point? Yeah, it kind of does, because sometimes they have a really go wide token strategy, and it can be difficult to get through the wall of creatures, and it tends to let these like mid-range to control-y type players get built up and eventually find a sweeper. You want to get through quickly. So yeah, I mean, if you can figure out a way to get trample efficiently in the deck without compromising too much, it's definitely worth it. 2 live streams this week? It's like winning the lottery twice. What's going on, Turd? How you doing? I think YouTube streams are better anyways, at least on mobile. Yeah, I'm not a huge Twitch guy. I'm gonna have to relearn how it all goes down again over there, but I know a lot of people watch content over there, and I know it's pretty big with the community in Magic too. I think that there's a pretty good thriving community on Twitch for Magic, so I feel like there's a lot of people who watch Twitch Magic that don't even actually go to YouTube, so could be a positive. Who knows? Is this full control? What are we doing here? It looks like it might be. Which means sweepers, which means we're probably not going to be able to get anything going here. Interesting. Do a yard work build, thinking green? Yeah, probably green, I would say. You know what my front yard is? It's rampant growth. Tell HOA you're in the numbers and the yard can wait. Facts, right? Like, I wish you could just do that. You know what? I'm actually gonna be greedy and go for this first. That was such a greedy move, but if I top deck a land and get this down, that'd be fantastic. If I don't, I might regret playing that. The way things are trending right now, I think I'm gonna regret it. I got a lotto ticket today. I'd like to win just once. Well, I mean, winning just once is kind of all you really need to do too. And you're pretty good to go. All right, let's do the cage. For sure, the cage. Man, counter spells are so annoying. All right. All right, Halana it is. Elf, come on down. All right, I'm kind of inclined to play the Anim again next turn because we could swing in, trigger the Anim, and then hit the Collector's Cage and maybe activate it for the Halana. Let's see, so if the Anim comes down, it's inherently 1 power, then it goes to 2, creates the 1/1. I guess I wouldn't be able to get the Halana right away, would I? It wouldn't be bad though. I don't know. Maybe I should just go for this. I just feel like there's going to be removal ready to go, and it might be burn, and if I can avoid... I don't know. I can't really attack into this though with the... Yeah, let's just go with this. There's no blue out there right now, so we're good. Twitch is basically just live streams, so you consistency is more required in Twitch. Very true. If you miss sometimes, a lot of people start switching. Yeah, I can see that. Swayze versus the Mob has been postponed by a day due to Swayze versus the HOA. Oh man, they can get it. If they want it, they can get it. Yes. Please resolve. Magic gods, please. Please no get lost. Magic gods, please. Please. Oh, way worse than get lost. Quite literally way worse. Oh man. Instant speed sweeper is diabolical. You, my friend, are the worst kind of person. The worst kind of person, man. All right, the rebuild is on. The rebuild is here. What a weird deck this opponent has. It actually makes me mad that we're probably gonna lose this one because I'm like, what even are they doing? That's a lot of damage, man. It's a lot of damage, but I think we eat it. I really don't know if that was the wisest decision, but they all trample, so it's like, what else am I gonna do, you know? I do have a Lano RL, so hold on, I'm just thinking right now, guys. I'm thinking. I really don't know what this is going to hit, but I think this is very important because I already have a Halana that's probably going to make its way to the field for free here. So playing this Halana doesn't make much sense to me. I think it's got to be Collector's Cage. The more I'm looking at the board, it just feels like it's got to be Collector's Cage. Sheltered by Ghosts is really good. Really, really good, right? Because I can steal that. Okay, so this turn is going to be very weird. It's going to be extremely weird because I think what I need to do here is attack into the opponent. It's going to create a 1/1. So I have to decide then. Oh, maybe not. Maybe if I activate this. Give me a counter. Give me a counter. Yes, counter. Okay. And then we swing through. Okay. Then we can go ahead and get the Halana. And then we can get 3, 2. Okay, so then we can go ahead and get the Sheltered by Ghosts. Attach it here, gain some life, steal this. No more trample. And I can block in the air with my Halana with first strike. I think that was about as good as the turn could have gotten for me there. I think that's about as good as it could have gotten. Back to 12, can absorb a lot more damage here going forward. Man, the cage is like a really complicated card sometimes when you have to use it during the attack step with the anim and stuff. It can get a little complex, but I think we did it pretty well there. Could it have been better? Maybe, I don't know. Because we didn't get the Halana trigger, obviously, for the attack, and that's probably the only thing that didn't go quite perfectly, but okay, they're just gonna copy the Halana. That's fine. I mean, mine's got 3 power as opposed to yours having 2, but they could give it to the flyer and I won't be able to block. Shelter takes their Halana. I think that's the move. Shelter, take the Halana, play the Zac Fair, activate the cage again just for an additional counter. Pump the Anim, and then we should be able to go wide enough, I think, to close it out. I don't think they can kill me here all the way. Oh, they get a map token too, I forgot. Cool, no extra counter. That's good. Surveilling though. 1 mana open, nothing. Okay, good. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Game time. Game time. And it did seem to jump right to the attack step with no priority stick, so I don't think there's any sort of like Flood Maw or anything like that. That's good. And I don't think there's any other 1 mana spell they could cast here that could do anything to my Halana, so we take the 6 pretty confidently. Let's go! Okay. Sheltered by Ghosts. We'll be taking you. Put a counter here. I actually don't think I even play Zac Fair. I think I just go slam this. Boom! That's what I'm talking about, dude. 525 again. Halana! Just fin your whole front yard. Easy done. Flying Halana. Yeah, it is pretty funny. I can't lie. Is there any way to send you a deck list to potentially try out? I would send it in Discord is the best place to do it. If you need the Discord link, I can send it to you. Let me go ahead and get the link here for you. And we're doing pretty good right now, guys. We're doing pretty good. Play Hedge or Shredder. Play Hedge, Shredder, easy win. You guys are funny. If you're in the order trigger box, whatever card you hover over, highlighted orange on the field, it won't have an arrow through. Yeah. This deck is crazy. It can be. It can be. Been thinking about Duty Beyond Death to counter sweepers. It pairs nicely with the creatures that move their counters on death too. Man, I'm sitting on my foot again. What am I doing? Brother. I'm like, why is my leg hurting? Oh, because you're sitting on it again. What's that card you just said? I'm going to pull it up and take a look at it. You said Duty Beyond Death. I don't think I've ever seen this card. As an additional cost of the spell, sacrifice a creature. Creatures you control gain indestructible until the end of turn. Put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. I like it. I like it, but it kind of serves the exact same purpose that Zac Fair's in here for, you know, the indestructibility. If it gave hexproof too, maybe I'd consider taking it over, but 2 mana, getting this down for 1 and then only having to need 1 open, I think is a little bit better. I respect that though. Only love and learning. Gotcha. GG, by the way. Thank you, man. Do you play other formats besides standard? I don't really know. I mean, I've dabbled in Brawl quite a bit. I'd love drafting whenever I get a chance. But not anything content-wise, no. How often do you play past decks you build? Or do you just keep playing new decks every day? I play new decks every single day. I only ever play older decks that I posted when I'm streaming because I like to keep the new decks that I post a surprise. Like, I'm really dying to play my Azorius deck right now that we have coming out tomorrow. I'd really like to play that right now. But if I play it, a lot of you guys will see it and then watch it and get the gist of it, and then, you know, and it's not your fault. It's human nature. You're not going to really want to watch it tomorrow too, so they typically do not as well. So I only really play past deck lists that I really enjoyed when I'm streaming like this. I won a game earlier with Odin's second counter. It was fun. That's a mobilized staple. Only problem with Duty Beyond Death is that you have to hold up mana. Yeah, and it's 2 mana too. It's hard to get 2 additional mana, something like this, which is shouldn't be that hard, but it is kind of. All right, I'm gonna try to get this thing as big as possible. Maybe is the best bet. Get rid of the potential for getting burned out here. I missed a land drop. They're laughing at me because of it. Fair enough. It's a get lost, huh? Okay, I can live with that. No extra mana for them either. Perfect. And now we got indestructibility. Actually, you know what? We got a go wide strategy brewing, which means we get to do this. Oh my gosh. All that with just 2 mana. All that with just 2 little mana. Dawn's Truce. I like the token deck you build. Which one? Token decks are kind of my specialty. Yeah, you need 1 mana for Zach, but it's a little easier to get 1 mana open than 2. 2 is kind of a lot. With 1 mana, you can use a lot of your creatures and stuff like that to trigger the mana for it too. Guys, we've officially, for sure, broke my record again. That's the highest I've ever been ranked. Let's go, dude. Anything beyond this point, we're breaking personal boundaries here, personal records. They took Warden over Ouroboros. Hey, been loving your YouTube videos. Just found out from one of them recently that you're actually a local too. Pretty cool. Local to AZ, you mean? Yeah. Congrats. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Opponent's going first. We got a lot of ramp here. This is perfect. This is like the most ideal hand I can ask for. Not the most ideal opponent, though. It looks like Azorius control again, which could be bad. Yeah, an AZ. Yeah. AZ native, born and raised. On the playground is where I did not spend most of my days because it was hot. And I'm full of really dumb jokes sometimes. Okay, you know what? Let's tap you. That way we can get Zach Fair down and get the extra counter on it. All right, we got indestructibility, but the cage is everything, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna have it. They did! They did! Indeed, they did. Man, what a start we had, too. What an incredible start we had just to get caged. Like some sort of animal. Come on, man. How unlucky are we sometimes? They didn't even have to get down like a manufacturing to go even search it up. They just straight up had it in the hand, ready to roll. Oh, man. Anyone not watching is missing history right now? I don't know about that. All creatures on your side. Sorry. Yep. Smells like synthesizer. For sure does. Guys, Swayze becomes the #1 player. W's hires him to make broken is it cards, I reset. No, I'm not the making cards kind of guy. Man, this is really bad, guys. This is really bad. We're gonna get tapped down by the braids here in response to this play. Or not. Now they can't tap us down. That's good. Well, that changes things a little bit, doesn't it? Because I was gonna take this in response to create some blockers. Do I give them back this? I don't think I really care. It's gotta be this, right? Oh, they had a consoles down anyways. I couldn't have created any blockers if I wanted to. Alrighty. Okay. Now, another tough decision is ahead of us here, guys, because, well, I need 1 mana open for the Zac Fair to give indestructibility, maybe. But Sheltered by Ghosts, do I take a Synthesizer or do I take an actual token of the opponents here? I feel like I take the Synthesizer, right? Because I can give indestructibility to Helana, which can make a pretty good block here next turn. So I'm not dead. Yeah, that'll have to do. I mean, we made a pretty good move there. As far as recovering, though, I don't think we have the capability to fully recover here. But 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I can still kill one of those tokens, but oh, they're going to get the fire crystal. Oh man. Well, that's game. Well, that's game. I didn't even think about the fire crystal. Can you imagine if we got to untap one more time, man? If we like top deck Ouroboros or something? That'd been hilarious, but GG's, I guess. Ban Authority. I like Authority of Consuls. I do. I think it's a very necessary card to have for a lot of deck lists that are a little bit slower, because the meta's too fast right now not to have it, I think. If it's blue-white, they play Clay, Fire, Bricks. It's Synthesizer. Oh, for sure, every time. It was raised on fry bread and chimichangas? Yeah, pretty much. Boomer. I know I am a boomer, huh? Yeah, the Synthesizer deck is very, very strong. Our version of Synthesizer tomorrow is going to be very, very unique, but also pretty darn strong. It's pretty janky. It does some really funny things, though. I know you've done it a few times, but can you build a new aggro life gain Angels deck? I've been trying, Timothy. I've been trying very, very hard to build Angels, but it just does not compete right now, no matter how many ways I formed the deck. I had Dollmaker's Shop in there. I was running double tokens with that one new Angel that doubles your tokens. I was running Cage in there at one point. I even tried it with like Aether Spark Planeswalker. Like, I've tried everything with that deck, and there are some times where I could get it to pop off, but the consistency was awful. Gabby, what's going on? It's been a while, hasn't it? Good to see you. Bet you're glad you showed the world your red crystal tech for the synth. Well, I definitely don't think I was the only one who did it, and I'm pretty sure someone did it before me. I don't know, but I don't know if that's one of my tech that got through again. Dude, there are some things that I really wish I didn't create, because sometimes you create something and then you see it and it's like, oh my gosh, this deck, now I know how everyone else feels. Horrible. I want Angels to be good, yeah, but they're just not. Yeah, they're just not consistent enough. Like, there are some combos that it can pull off. Like if you had a Giada in the opening hand every game, sure, it's a fantastic deck. But if you're missing like 1 or 2 key pieces to start the game, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna lose. This is fine. I'm just a little bit worried at how slow it is, but let's see. Do you have a draw engine in this deck? I do not, no. This deck is meant to try to close games out by like turn 4 or 5. But the Cage does a really good job of supplementing any sort of like what would be card draw engine, because it's able to go search up some stuff for you very easily. I know it's not exactly card draw and rejuvenating your hand or anything, but it helps a lot with the consistency of the build. It helps quite a bit, because there are a lot of Ouroboros decks that I built where if you don't find the Ouroboros, you're kind of cooked. But this deck finds it almost every time because you have the ability to search it up. All right, guys, who said Angels? Ban that guy. Just kidding. We're up against Angels, guys. All right, I got Helana, though, which can block really well, but watch us lose to Angels right now. They are in the top 1600 playing Angels. We'll see what happens. Pumped to see a solid Naya deck. Don't play it much, but love to see more of how it plays. Yeah, this Naya deck's been really, really good for us too. It's super strong. All right, what do we take to the side here? Probably you. Brutal. I really, really love the synergies of being able to pass the Zac Fair counters back to Halana after you put the counters onto the Zac Fair. It's such a nice little touch. I'm a little nervous right now, man, because I think they're off to a good enough start here where I should be a little bit worried. These Valkyries are very powerful, and I don't have good air support or removal except for sheltered, and if I don't find a sheltered, this could be bad. Or if I don't find an Ouroboros, there's a lot of things I could get that would win me the game for sure, but I just... This airstrike that they got going on right now is wild. I really love the artwork on this card, by the way. Sick, sick, sick. All right, they are... I was going to say, if they send in the Youthful Valkyrie that's a 3/5, that might be some sort of combat trick, but they also might just be bluffing to try to get it through. Just to be on the safe side, I think I'm going to do this. All right, no combat trick. We know that for next time now. Alrighty, alrighty. Probably going to play the Grove here. And then one additional land. So I can do this. Pump this, give it haste. I mean, there's no reason not to, right? But then I'm taking how much damage back? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if they play one more angel, we're dead, right? 7. I mean, that's lethal though. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 if they have one more angel. They have to block, right? I mean, that's got to be the play. Because that's 16 right there. Okay. Yeah, they have to block with their angel, and it has to die, so... All right, one more angel hitting the field doesn't mean we lose unless it's an angel that pumps the field somehow. I'm pretty nervous, guys, because leaving Halana back was definitely an idea I had, but if I left Halana back, they would have had no reason to block with that other Valkyrie, and I could have been in just as equally of a dangerous position here. What is it, guys? I'm really... Why are we tapping mana individually when all your mana is planes? I don't... I knew it. I knew it. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay, yeah, that was a good attack. I was wondering what they were going to do there. Oh, we whiffed. We whiffed. Come on, man. Nothing I can do. Literally nothing I can do. We lose. We lose. All right, they block the 2 and then they swing over the top and we are dead. Block the 10. That's unfortunate, man. That's unfortunate. So, I mean, it's good to note that, like, at least if I would have left Halana back, we were dead anyways. Like, I didn't make a mistake in hindsight, so that's good. How did we lose to Angels, brother? After all that trash talk about Angels. After all that trash talk. How are you? Wait, hold on. Let me go back up a little bit. Yeah, the 1-drop Angel's not super good anyways either. No. Can you try to make a deck around Doomsday Excruciator? I seen it and thought it would be a good troll deck, but I don't know. It's been out there before and a lot of the meta before, and Demir Mill with Jason stuff. I think I'm thinking of the right card. Am I thinking of the right card? Whoa, no, don't look. Don't look, guys. That's for tomorrow. Darn it. All right, Doomsday. It's discard. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, yeah, that's used in a lot of mill decks that have been already present in the meta. Hope everyone has been well. Much love, Swayze. Hey, thank you so much. Hope you've been well also. I'm like, how do you word that sentence? Angels is for life, literally. How are you feeling, or how are you finding trying to make daily decks competitive against high numbers mythic? Longer work days? Surprisingly, Brody, easier work days. I know that might seem crazy, but being in the higher numbers is kind of forcing me to play things that are a little closer to the meta, like building decks when there's nothing at risk and I'm trying to be as creative as possible. It's really hard because I want to make something that I want to try to always make something no one has seen before. But like today, the video was about Mono Black Sacrifice. Nothing crazy out of the pocket or unordinary, but it needs to be good enough that it can compete in the mythic ladders. And I really only have to change a little bit about it to make it original. So I've been leaning a little bit more like that. Like tomorrow's deck, it's going to be a really fun list, but it is a simulacrum synthesizer deck. So it's powerful on its own basis, you know? And so I feel like it's a little bit easier. I'm sure if I stayed in Mythic this long, though, like for a very long time, I might be singing a different tune, but I'm sure we won't be here for more than a week, so we'll be back to where we belong down at 94, I'm sure, soon enough. What's up, Swayze? What's going on, kid? How you doing? I guess angels are mythic after all. Yeah, right. I know. We had to eat our words immediately there. Oops. Oh my gosh, sheltered by ghost off the top when you see a mountain hit is one of the greatest feelings you could ever have in your stomach. Legend did a Doomsday Cosmogoyf. That's a pretty interesting idea. All right, losing the elf there was pretty tragic. Let's be real. Because without a creature here, we're kind of cooked. Oh, come on. I thought you were a fair mono red player, but you're an is it player? You had my respect for a few seconds there. It's crazy that I respect red players these days instead of is it players. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. What has this world come to? Oh, come on, come on, come on. This is really bad. I need something I can attach a Sheltered by Ghost to immediately here. Like, immediately. Something cheap. That's not what I was talking about. Okay, so what to do? What to do? If I play this and pay 2, I go down to 3. I play Ouroboros to give it a 1/1 counter. We block here. This comes in for 3/2, and I'm dead. No matter what I do here, it seems like I'm dead. Unbelievable, man. All because they blew up my elf early. Like, we had such a cool start here, too. Man. What were these top decks? They're too expensive, man. We had us. This card would have saved us, man. It could have saved everything. I hate you so much. I hate you so much. Leave my elf alone, man. True, but predictable, brutal. The Shuffler is cruel and angry god. He giveth and taketh away. Very, very true. Watch us end up right where we were when we started the stream. I swear on everything, I'll be so upset. Like, we were trending so well, and now we're just trending back. Straight back to where we were. Against 2 opponents that I probably could have beat. I just didn't get what I needed, man. Ay, ay, ay. Magic is so tough. Chin up, 40% of Magic is losing. Very true, Timothy, very true. I try to remind myself of that on a daily basis. It's very, very hard. I miss old Magic, but I love being able to click around the Hunt Arena. Yeah, it is nice. I love the convenience of it. I think it's a lot of meta, so you have to have really strong decks to compete. Exactly. Like, I can't just come in here with my own, like, weird brews that I constantly make up. Like, this is my own little weird brew that worked out really well, but almost every deck's gonna have some sort of, like, hint of meta, right? Like, this deck has Ouroboros and Sheltered by Ghosts. It's gotta have really powerful cards, but when I'm just playing for, like, platinum and stuff, and I can kind of do whatever, it's really long days because I'm like, what is the weirdest thing I can do and make it competitive? And I make things a lot harder on myself because I try to play a lot of things that are not meta and not good. Duress, and there's nothing they can take. Let's go. My turn. You can take a look at it when you pass the turn here. Come on. I never understood people who play Duress and do this. It's like the game shows you right away which cards you can take, right? And then they sit there and look at it anyways when they could just look at it after they pass the turn. Like, let me start taking my turn, and then you could just kind of sift through the cards. That's what I do to my opponents. I'm like, you know what? Go ahead while I read. Very cool sleeves, man. I am obsessed with these sleeves. Where did they get those? All right, well, there goes the Ouroboros, right? I mean, a Nim is pretty scary here, too, because it's coming down next turn. Nice. Ooh, I gotta play that, right? Yes, sir. All right, expect Ouroboros to be taken out here, unfortunately. I need a cage. The Annex, that's not good enough. In fact, that's gonna hurt them. Oh my god, that's not good enough either. I'm so unlucky right now. What is going on with the Shuffler, brother? Please, Shuffler, help me out. I feel like I've only got 1 or 2 more turns before we get completely taken out here. They're gonna play some Death Toucher in front of me, or, you know, kill my Ouroboros. Something really bad's gonna happen here, and I didn't get to progress my board very much because I drew my, what, 7th land? Like, come on, 22 lands in the deck. We don't need 20. We don't need 7 lands. Man, my headphones are starting to fall apart. Time for a new one. I can live with that. As far as the plays they could have made there, I can live with that one. They're back to 13 though. Rough. All right, well, they got to make some blocks here. So that feels pretty good. And I'm still left with the 6/6 elf on the other end. GG's, perfect. Whew, that scared me. Thought we were in for another crazy loss. Right. More than 40% most of the time. Yeah, that's true. I had somebody use an Ouroboros deck against me, and I ended up pulling an Absolute Virtue with the Sword of card to protect against instants and sorceries. They just let a timeout. Yeah, that'll happen. People get pretty salty when you pull the card that you need. Such a good feeling to have nothing Duress can take. I know, it's so, like, such a great feeling. Don't mind seeing powerful cards unless it's just cheating out things like Valgavoth and Omni. Yep, I feel that. Crinkle cut or waffle French fries? I mean, that's a no-brainer. That's waffle all day, but I'm just going off of, obviously, Chick-fil-A. That's everyone's first thought, right? Sleeves are from the Mastery Pass? Oh, okay. I need to get that, man, because I haven't got the Mastery Pass in a while. I probably should. It had too many cool things in them, the last couple of them that we did. But I used to get the mastery pass every time it came out. Waffle for sure. Yeah, I've been stuck in plat 1 forever. It happens, man. It happens. When we were on our way to mythic one time, I remember it was a couple months ago. We got to like, we went on a run to get to the end of the mythic, like the last game, and then I'd lose like 4. I'd get back and I'd lose like 4. I'd get back and lose like 4. It was crazy. It was like they knew, and they were just toying with me. More like Chick-fil-A, no. I've been using Gold Vein Hydra with an IM. You can just fire and forget with it. If you run a, yeah, that's true. You can just throw it out there, and if they block, who cares? Ardent is even better. Hola, Swayze. May you give me greetings. You're the best. Of course, Valentine. How you doing? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Oh, geez, their board state got a little wild pretty quick. I think I know what this is. I think I know what it is. I don't know if I should play Ouroboros here or not. I know they run Sheltered by Ghost, right? So it's like, maybe? Okay, no Sheltered, but a big bunny corn. A very, very big bunny corn. I don't know, man. Do I run out the Nim? Maybe I do. Because it gets the 1/1 counter off of the Hound. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I did not expect them to tap the Torgal. I didn't want them to tap the Torgal. I wanted to actually attack in and sacrifice the Torgal. But here we are. Auto Tapper got us again. Really got us. So funny. So funny, man. Auto Tapper's a joke. All right, let's get the Halana in and not crash out. All right, Torgal gives me the counter. There's no counter spell in this deck, right? I don't think so. All right. $16 is their total. I've got a 10-11 out here, so they're gonna be forced to make at least 2 blocks. Meaning Halana can block the bunny corn pretty easily, you would imagine, right? What if they get a Sheltered by Ghost though and take it? Am I dead? I don't know. I'm gonna send everybody. This might be a mistake, because if they hit the Sheltered by Ghost and put on the bunny corn, we might be dead. But then again, there is 11 more damage getting through over here. They had a flash blocker too. That's gonna hurt. Yeah, let's see how this goes. Yeah, so they've got a bunny corn, and it's at what now? 5? So I guess it, oh man, if they sheltered it, that's gonna be 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. Plus 1 mana to use for something else potentially. Oh, if it's a sheltered, we're cooked. We're cooked if it's a sheltered. I should have just trusted my gut. My gut was saying, don't send everybody, don't send everybody. Oh my God, stop touching everything. Just do it. Whatever you're doing, just do it. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Okay. Man, just trust your gut next time and play it safe. What am I doing? There's no reason to risk it this much, you know? Oh, I still got to block, but that's fine. At least I can block, right? So, bless the magic gods for that. You guys want to see some really, really big, I was going to say, some really big 1/1s? Dang it. Oh, I could have got punished on that one. 6, 7? I know, I said that and I was like, I wonder if anyone's going to say anything. Anyone with kids knows for sure. Gonna need some trample. Oro is a sitting, gonna be a sitting duck. Cantina quesadilla at Taco Bell actually ain't that bad. about. Win 2, lost 4, brutal. Yeah. Yep. It'd be like that. What time is it? I completely haven't even looked at the time in forever. I should have been paying attention. We got time though. We got time. Auto tap is so broken. I know. I get the way it works though. Like I understand that the priority doesn't want to make you deal damage if you don't have to. But sometimes, man, it's like, just let me take the damage. I run Gnarlid in my Selesnya Oro deck. All right, I'm really relying on this Torgal here, guys, because it's any color and I need white sources. Okay, cool. We're chilling. Landfall, huh? Oh, we're landfall, are we? I'm just full sending here as fast as possible. It's going to be a race against the clock here. Maybe we get a sheltered off of this. That'd be kind of nice. Because there's going to be something big here like a Hydra that we're going to have to worry about. Interesting choice to play the Druid there, though, and not have like a Hydra on the field. But now they do. Alright, well, they've got 1 mana open from the elf, so expect them to potentially... Oh, shoot, I can't even really get the value off of this, huh? No, I can't. Because if I play it, that's my only white source. That's unfortunate. All right, so we're gonna give the Warden haste and give it some counters here, and then I'll play the Zac Fair on the back end. That way it enters with more 1/1 counters on it. Man, we're gonna have to hold everything back here, I think, and really try to like stop the Hydra from being able to get through, but I don't know if this is gonna be enough to do it. Yeah, they don't have to block here, and then Hydra just kills us. So we say no attacks. We play Zac Fair. And do we create another 3/3 body, or do we just put all the counters on Zac Fair? I think we put the counters. Doesn't really matter, though, does it? No, it doesn't really matter. I guess if I'm going to block with Zac Fair, we got to keep that in mind. I think another body is more important because it gives me a better shot at potentially getting a better cage and actually activating it. All right, Chocobo's fine. Big Chocobo's bad. Okay, no big Chocobo. That's good. I'm guessing one of their cards, though, is probably a Snakeskin Veil, which is a bit of an issue. Okay, no Nylea enchantment. That's good. Ooh-wee. That was close. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely holding priority, so that might just be it, but again, Snakeskin Veil is not out of the realm of possibility. Maybe I try to bypass the Snakeskin Veil, and like, let's say if I get offered up like a Sheltered by Ghost or an Ouroboros, we take the Boroid, because maybe we just try to close out the game here instead of trying to finesse away their Hydra when they could potentially have a Snakeskin Veil. Because I do have a lot of bodies on the field right now, and if a Ouroboros comes in, it's going to enter with the 4 counters on it already. I can pass Zac Fair's counters to Halana, and then Halana can give Ouroboros a bunch. And then they might be forced to block everything that I have. I really would like them to decide, though, on whether or not they're going to pass the priority here. I think they might have had lethal. I don't know. Swayze no breaks, full sender, make them have it. I like that nickname. That's a good nickname. Have you thought about the Bulwark Ox for this deck list? No, I haven't. I've used that card a few times in other decks, but not this one, I don't think. I know it gives, was that indestructibility as well, or does it also give hexproof? Oh, it does give hexproof. Okay. I think they might have... Oh, yeah, we read that. I'm late tonight. How's your boy doing? I'm doing pretty good, man. Yeah, we did have the offer up between the 2 cards here. I'm just going to full send here. let's put the counters on. It doesn't really matter because they're both going to give their counters back to this anyways. 6, 2, 3. Okay, let's do this. All right, enter with the counters. Now, is it more advantageous to pass Zaxfair's 2 counters to Halana? Or is it more advantageous to have another body swinging through? I think having the body come through is a little bit better. Full send. Here's the deal. I think I might actually be able to combat trick them here, guys. Something tells me they're gonna block, but they're gonna let some of this get through to save their Hydra to try to one-shot me back. And I'll just pass Zaxfair's counters off to the creature that they let slip through the cracks, and I should be able to win the game. I'm almost certain that's how they're gonna play this. Oh, they're not even here. Never mind. Okay. They're not even here. They timed out. Well, that makes it easy, doesn't it? I was really thinking I was gonna have a really cool moment there. I was gonna put my mind reading on and make a move on their brain, but they quit. That was a little anticlimactic, if you do say so myself. All right. This is what I'm playing also. Nice, man. Taught my wife how to play MTG 2 months, and she built a landfall deck and beats everyone with it. I've created a monster, but it's great. I love that. I don't think he realized you meant Parker. Wait. Who mentioned Parker? Oh, how's your boy doing? I thought you meant like how's your... Okay, never mind. I know what you're saying. How's your boy doing? Okay, my bad. Oh, he's doing okay. I say okay, but he's going through a lot right now. Yeah, there's actually a lot to it. He's still having this really weird anxious issue with his breathing that we cannot for the life of us figure out how to correct. He's gonna go see his counselor and talk about it tomorrow. I think is actually his first time talking to her. Thank you so much for the $5. I appreciate that so much, Greg. You're awesome, man. Keep it on rocking. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. So yeah, he's gonna go see a counselor. He's gonna talk to somebody at school tomorrow about it. It's not like a therapist, it's just his counseling. He is getting better, but it's not going away. And unfortunately, it kind of broke mine and my wife's heart, but he quit tennis for now. Hopefully, we're hoping it's temporary. But I noticed a lot of his anxiety kept coming from like every time he had to go to tennis practice and stuff. And he'd always tell us like, I want to go, I want to be a tennis player, you know, all these things, right? And the tennis thing was his idea, but as parents, it makes us pretty happy when he goes and stuff, obviously, and we get a sense of pride and stuff that we kind of have to like choke down, because I could tell he was just falling out of love with it and he was afraid to tell us, I think. So I had a big talk with him and made sure to reassure him that if he didn't want to go anymore and he didn't want to play anymore, he didn't have to. And he was some tears involved and he cried a lot, but he ultimately was like, yeah, I think I don't really want to go anymore. And so that was tough. That was really recent. That was 2 days ago. So hopefully that helps. Hopefully that eases him up a little bit, but we do think he needs to be involved in some sort of activity though. So we're probably gonna get him in basketball again soon, or he said he wants to do boxing, which I thought was crazy. So we'll see. But yeah, still having issues, but getting through them. He's getting better. I can hear him right now yelling on Fortnite. He's having a good time right now, so it's nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. As far as problems go, pretty minimal problems. But thanks for asking. Sorry to drop that all on you. I forgot we didn't talk about that since the last time, but anywho, Greg, thanks again for the 5, brother. I really appreciate that. Just gives it to Swayze to touch. That's awesome, Matt. Well, it worked. All right, another opponent taking their sweet time here, but they're playing something a little different. Okay, so I think I know what this is. This is Golgari tokens. They're also going to be running Ouroborid. Oh, they're Abzan. Interesting. Sports are the best, bro. Yeah, trust me, I know. I absolutely agree. I think it's fantastic, and I think that it's pretty funny that he wants to do it though, because he's such a soft and sensitive kid, but he loves the combat sports idea. I find it very funny and interesting. All right, let's see here. Do we play Zach? I think we play Zach Fair. I think if they're going to remove something, it's going to be through Sheltered by Ghost, right? So indestructibility seems a little bit irrelevant. Oh, man, what if they get the Ouroboros down this next turn? That could be really bad. Do I start sending? Not really. I don't know. I think so. I don't see any reason why we don't do damage here, because we're not going to block with Zach Fair probably, and they're probably not going to attack when I have a first strike Kalana out there. Sounds like you and your wife handled it well, Swayze. I was a therapist with kids a long time, working at a college now, but fully endorsed that approach. Yeah, you got to be careful with that kind of stuff, man. Like I said, he's a really sensitive kid. I was always really a sensitive kid too, in my own way. So I really understand him at a deep level, I feel like. And I know where he's coming from, and I know when he's not telling me things. I know what he's feeling a lot of the time, so... He's kind of like a carbon copy of me, if I'm being honest. Let's see. So do I give the counters to the Fenrir and just really start pressuring them here with the haste? Or do we give the counters to Zach Fair continuously? Because it does pass those off, like I said, for huge value. I think that's the play. Because we're going to lose the Fenrir too down the road at some point. This is interesting. I didn't expect to see a steed out here. I didn't expect to see 4 Llanowar elves on the field already, too. Definitely love the idea of boxing, too. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. He doesn't want to... He's like, I don't want to spar or anything. I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't even allow you to spar, my guy. There's no shot I'd let you spar, but if you wanted to go do pad work and stuff, for sure. For sure. Too little to begin hitting the head. Definitely love the idea. Oh yeah, I read that. Praying for him. Oh, thank you, Crafting. I appreciate that. What about karate? It really helped me with my anxiety as a kid. Yeah, I was in karate too. I did some karate till like, it was for a really short time, but when I was really, really young, when me and my brother did karate, I wouldn't be opposed to that. I mean, obviously I'd want him to get into wrestling because I can actually coach him, and I wouldn't even have to hire anybody. Like, I genuinely could just coach him. But he's not really into the grappling. He thinks boxing looks way cooler. I'm like, listen, you're not wrong, but hear me out. Have you tried Moonlit Meditation and Assimilation Aegis in a token deck? Very fun combos. I like to put Moonlit on the Dusk Rose. Oh, the Dusk Rose Reliquary? I have something in the pipeline for tomorrow. It's Moonlit Meditation. But I'm going to go ahead and note yours real fast and just see and compare what I've got so far when I get off stream. But yes, there will be a Moonlit deck coming very soon. I say that every time and then I try to record and it doesn't go well, but I think this deck's pretty good. YouTube hates me. I'm not getting notifications for going live. Dang it. Well, I'm glad you're here, man. I know the stream's ending soon, but thanks for at least stopping by. Wait, what just happened? I wasn't paying attention. Their turn took so long. I'm actually confused what happened. Did anything happen? I don't think so. All right, so they've got Death Touch now. What if I put counters here? Send these 2 guys in. You know what? Let's start really sending the pressure here. Is there any reason why we don't just do this? Is there any reason? I don't think so, man. I think I've got to stay aggressive. Whoever gets the Death Touch is going to get the protection. That's how this is going to go. They can't Death Touch. If they block either one of these, that's my golden ticket. If they block here, I probably let it go and just trade. If they block here, I probably give it indestructibility. Not that I want to, though, because I'd rather give the counters to the Alana. Yeah, so the worst possible block for the priest would be against the Torgal. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I've turned the bell off and back on. Hopefully that fixes it. Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, you can have it. Or should I just pass the counters off now? Because then that would be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, they're dead. All right, cool. GG's. I understand that too. My younger son thinks almost exactly like me, and my older son thinks like his mom. So we each have one that just kind of gets more. Yeah, I get that. I took this deck from Diamond 4 to Diamond 1. I added 3 Abrade due to synthesizer deck matchups. Shows up more when I was playing it. Yeah, wrestling's the way my son and I grapple earlier. Yeah, dude, wrestling's the best. It is the best. It's a hard sport though, man. Like I told him to, if he goes combat sports and stuff, he's gonna have to be a little bit tougher on the mental side because again, tennis kind of got to a point where he was like sitting out a lot and using his asthma as kind of like a tool to get, you know, a lot of rest time and stuff. I'm like, you can't really do that in combat sports. When someone's punching you or wrestling you, you can't just tell them to stop. Swayze on his way to #1. Love your videos. Congrats on the success. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, Mike. I've used Moonlit on the Aura site. That's a good tool to put it on. Infinite like exiling effects is pretty funny. All right, obviously we mulligan that one. There's really nothing to it. This is still pretty scary. Man, it's too slow. We're gonna lose, but oh well. That's a nice play, Andrew. They are tapped out. Yeah, right. WWE wrestling is what I learned growing up. Yeah, me and my brother used to powerbomb each other like no one's business. Of all the Oro builds, your build is my favorite. I'm a little biased, but I would say I agree with you. I genuinely think this is probably the best way to play it. Mono green is pretty cool too, though. There are some really good mono green builds. But I just think having the cage, maybe there's like a Selesnya build I haven't done yet that might top this one, but all right, I'm expecting counter spells because why keep a 2-land hand if like you don't got the counters ready to go, you know? I do like having the indestructibility here, especially because of Day of Judgments and stuff like that. Let's just play this tapped, play this and get it countered again. Sweet. You might have done too much here, my friend. Stock up. No, Ride's End is crazy. Okay. Yeah, we lost. Just a bad matchup. You never want to go against Azorius Control ever with this deck. It's literally the worst possible matchup. Caught the end of the stream. Yeah, glad you made it. Yeah, and the fact that it's a Mana Rock too. Oh yeah, Auracite, love that card. All right, guys, check it out. We get the stack situation again. So the oh, it does light up orange. You're right. I was wondering about that. I wanted to see, but yeah, it does light up orange. All right, guys, ready for the Day of Judgment? We lost. They didn't even hesitate. I guess we can give it a shot. I almost conceded, but let's just give it a shot at least. I got indestructibility off Zach Fair now, so who knows? Oh my god, the speed at which I've never seen a faster Day of Judgment trigger pull there in my life. Oh, we got a cage. Not that it helps. Yeah, it definitely doesn't help here because we're not going to be able to get the third creature down in time before this goes off too. So unless I top deck like a Nim, but not likely. Okay, I definitely don't want to shelter it on this because if I sheltered on this, I do have to shelter though. So I guess Zach Fair's not going anywhere. It's a pretty big bummer, honestly. Actually, undo that for now. Let's see how they block. That's why you check first. We got 3 extra damage through there that we otherwise probably wouldn't have. Okay, you got it, brother. Actually, hold on. We can do this real fast. I can draw an extra card. I'm trying to give it the best fighting chance possible, but looks like we're out of time here. Ah, GG's. GG's. Day of Judgment, man. Man, you hate to see it, I know. Hey, top 500 again, though. Feeling good about that. And we cracked on top 458. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. We were at, what, 1100 when we started? So absolutely did accomplish the goal today. It was a very realistic goal, too, which was nice. I said top 100 yesterday and feeling a little defeated, so glad we were able to do that. Here's the deck list, though. What are we playing today? Well, that is gonna be the last game, but we were playing this deck, so if anyone wants to take a look at it. But does Moonlight and Exalted go infinite? Exalted. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure Moonlit. I mean, I don't know. I don't know about Exalted because I don't know if I'm thinking of the right card, but Moonlit only triggers on the first tokens you make for the turn. They don't trigger every single time you create a token. That win against Life Gain in today's video was epic. I know, right? It was so cool. It was definitely up there with one of the better games. They light up, but also put giant cards in your face so you can see them light up, right? Formation Breaker pumped up to nothing better than a huge unblockable creature. Man, you hate to see it. I know, right? The synergies between Oro, Halana, and Nim is crazy fun. I know. I feel like those 3 cards were literally designed to play with each other. It's always the best when they feel like they were genuinely designed with the idea of playing together. Let's see. Have a great night, Swayze. Mob, love chilling these streams. I love you guys hanging out with us too. Brendan, it's good to see you as always, man. It's good to have you hanging out here. I think you were here from the jump too, which is awesome. Some of you guys that are here from the beginning to the very end, much appreciation. That's dedication, and I really appreciate that. Tomorrow we have a really fun deck list for you. I think we're going to be doing Moonlit Meditation. Seems like everyone's on board with that too. Do you have a link to your Untapped or your deck? There's a link to this deck list on Aether Hub. The video for this deck list though was posted like 4 days ago. If you just want to go back, it has the exact same thumbnail as this stream. You can find it right there, and I'll have the link in the description and all that stuff. Shouldn't be hard to find at all. But thank you guys so much. I do want to go back and thank one more time everybody today. Greg for the 5, for the new subs that popped in. I appreciate that too. I know we got 10 gifted earlier too. I mean, you guys, just thank you all so much for everything. Like, truly, you guys have been supporting me a lot lately, and it means the world to me. So thank you for showing the love. But that's it. Here we go. We're out of here. We're gonna play the Swayze anthem on the way out. I'm gonna go eat some dinner, and then I'm gonna get to recording the video for you guys so we can have something for tomorrow. Wrong song. This is the right song. All right. That was not the right song. Peace out, guys. Much love. See you next time. Maybe tomorrow. Peace.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. Yeah, FTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap, yeah, it's custom to cheddar. Talking real crazy if you think that you better. You got full control and he ain't gonna let her. Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. Yeah, FTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man.